Hello again and welcome to another edition of Southern Country. Hi, I'm Herb Southern and welcome to the show. We're here in Kempton, Pennsylvania at the WK&S Railroad. Pauline, whoa, tell us something about it.
This is great up here. I get to go ahead and engineer this thing this afternoon. We're here with John and I'm on a locomotive that is built in the 1930s and I'm excited for my ride. And John, tell us a little bit about this.
Well, Pauline and Herb, this locomotive here is built in 1930 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We use it at the WK&S Railroad for our 6-mile excursion rides. We operate from May through October through the scenic parts of Berks and Lehigh counties here in Pennsylvania. Engine's fired by soft coal that we buy out of West Virginia or Kentucky. We boil a little bit of water, make some steam and cinders and smoke, and take people on a fun ride.
We're taking our train ride on the open train. We're headed toward Wanamaker, and we are enjoying the beautiful sights on this Sunday, beautiful sunny day.
Where are we backing up to?
We're stopping at the Wanamaker Station right now, and they're going to move the engine to the front of the train. So we're out here in the open car getting a few cinders and a little bit of smoke, and we're going to get off and watch the train move around here at the station.
That's what we're doing. That's what we can look forward to?
Right, yep, we're here at the Wanamaker Station. It's built in the 1870s. It's an original building on this railroad, and we're going to have a few minutes here at the station to look around.
Okay.
We can look forward to wiping off the cinders, yes.
I think so.
We're covered in black cinder.
Well, John, we're at the end of the line here.
Yes, we are up at the Wanamaker Station. As I said, this building was built in 1870. It's an original building on this railroad. This is the northern terminus of our tourist train. We've put the engine on the front of the train now, and we're going to make our return trip to Kempton, another 3 miles back to the south. People had a few moments to look inside here. There's a little antique museum set up there, shows what a ticket agent's office used to look like, and they also have a few antiques in there for sale as well.
All right, do I still have time to go to the gift shop, John?
You sure do, both here and back at Kempton.
All right, sounds good. Ready, John, to sing with me?
I am ready.
I've been working on the railroad. Oh, wait, that doesn't sound right. Cut, you're right. You warned us we shouldn't start singing. Okay, well, we're sitting here on a service car, and John's going to tell us a little bit about it.
Right, this is called a motor car, and it's used to go out along the tracks and work on the tracks or inspect the tracks. We usually have a couple of trailers behind us that have new ties on there and some spikes and all the hammers and tools and jacks you would need to rip up the track and put in new ties and spike them back down again.
So you're telling me that you and all the volunteers here fix these tracks?
We do it by hand. We don't have any track machinery except for this motor car to get us to the job site, but we actually do replace the ties and spike all by hand, tamp the track, make it level, tighten the bolts. Everything's done with hand tools here.
And how many miles of track are you responsible to fix?
We have to work on 4.5 miles of track here, 3 miles that we use exclusively for the train. That gets heavier maintenance than the other mile. But we put in several hundred ties a year and do other work along the railroad for drainage and brush and keeping the tracks level. It's a pretty full-time job for a lot of us.
We're standing in front of another type of boxcar, and before John tells us a little bit about that, he did give me the honor of wearing his conductor's hat. And he's going to tell us a little bit about his responsibilities as being a conductor here at Kempton.
Hi. Conductor actually is the person that's in charge of the train. He will give the signal to the engineer when the train can go, make sure the train has authority to operate on the track, and also on a passenger train, of course, take the tickets and make sure that the passengers are safe as well. So the conductor actually is the boss of the train, and the engineer just has to follow his commands. So
I like being the boss.
That's what I was going to say. You have a lot of authority now, so this is a good job for you.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about the car that we're standing in front of.
All right, this car, although there's not too many windows left in it, is a old Atlantic City Railroad passenger coach. It was built in 1889. It's actually the oldest car on the property here. But currently there's a model railroad display inside. There's some HO trains set up. And there's a little bit, it's a separate club, but there's a little bit of information about them on our website. We're at kemptontrain.com on the internet. It tells about the tourist railroad and a little bit about the model trains that are inside here. And it's open on Sundays. Visitors walk through and get to see little trains in addition to the big ones out front.
Well, Pauline and John, we're wrapping up this edition of Southern Country.
I want to thank John Hartman for giving us the grand tour of this wonderful station. And the reason why I wanted to end the show here is because I wanted to blow the whistle on Herb. Woo! That's a great feeling. Woo!
Perfect. All right, we got to take it back out of here.